Yo.
Michael Nagy here with Jiggy Jag TV and DiscoveringBands.com. And for everyone watching this, if you could share this video and this channel and help support the awesome bands that I feature. And today, I'm here with Parallel Motion. How you doing today?
We're doing good. Doing good. How about you?
Doing good, doing good. So you want to tell us a little about the band for anyone who doesn't know?
Yeah, we've been around since 2017. Since then, we released our EP called Illogical, which also features a track by the same name. Our first song that we released was called The Monotony, which helped us, it was like a good introduction to the Florida scene. And since then, we've been working hard, playing live shows, and just doing music.
Working our butts off.
Butts up.
How did you guys start the band to begin with?
Yeah, back in 2017, I had just moved to Orlando about, it was been in the Orlando area for 2 years. And some of my friends that used to live in one of my friends from Puerto Rico, he found out that I was living down here, so he reached out and it was a while that I hadn't sang with anybody, so they sent me the track Illogical. It's the first track that we ever worked on. So once I heard it, I was like, wow, man, this sounds really good. It had that hard rock vibe and a modern vibe. And after that, man, I was like, yeah, let's work on this. Let's hit it. And the name came naturally. We were just jamming out, and he said the name Parallel Motion. I'm like, man, that sounds super cool. Let's go for it.
I like the band name. It's a cool name.
Thanks, man.
I see the poster, Slave, your new single. So you want to talk about that? It's a good one.
Yes, Slave. We're promoting the new song. I know it's been out just a couple weeks, but I can personally say it's one of my favorite songs so far. It's I don't know, it's heavy, melodic. We put a lot of effort into that song. They can tell a little bit more about since you hear those lyrics are pretty deep. And then go ahead, man. You know what you put in that song.
Yeah, Slave definitely is a heavy track, sonically, but lyrically the theme is really, really heavy. And it took a lot of guts, to get out there and do that one and do that track. And when you first hear the first verse, it basically tells you what's going on. I've worked too hard to lose it all. So, getting in my car to record that track was very emotional. So I don't know, the sound and everything behind that track it makes it one of our favorites, definitely.
It definitely kind of pushes you to a different genre almost, because you were more hard rock and now it's more melodic metal. So do you see it continuing more along that way?
Oh yeah, definitely. We once we heard the final product, we were like, wow, this is like the band. And John specifically said, man, this is the band we want to be.
Definitely, man. This is the sound we want to pursue, this style, more in your face, not all the time, but more in your face, heavy, but then here it is, some catchy hooks and melodic chords and all that. So it's great. So it's a good balance, I should say. Especially
for concerts and live energy too.
Yeah, exactly. That's what we were thinking about, live performances, man. That's what we live for. Can't wait, man.
Speaking of, are you thinking of doing any virtual shows right now, or?
We've actually talked about it, but every time that we go more into it, something happens in the world. Yeah, we definitely been talking about doing that track specifically, because when Slave came out, the pandemic was like full throttle, and it didn't give us the chance to go out there and promote it. So yeah, we're dying to play that one live. We really are.
And now you're working on any more new music as well?
Yeah, we're working on the next single that we won't give you the title, but that we've been joking for the last couple of days. We hope we're not predicting the future with the next title. I hope not.
Really?
Yeah, it's like Slave was a song that when it came out, the world was setting on fire. So we're turn it on, just put it up loud and just hear the song. It's in your face. It's aggressive like everything that's going on around. And then now we're going with a follow up. Like we want to follow up with a good song. And and this song that we're putting together, it's like starting to feel like, dude, are we talking about what's going on, what's gonna happen in a couple months or something? Are we Nostradamus or something like that? No, man. Hopefully it doesn't turn out like that, but I feel like it's a good track. Hopefully we can get it out in the next couple months or so, and you guys can hear it out and hopefully appreciate it too.
Yeah, these are crazy times we're living right now.
Yeah, man.
Too much.
Missing those live shows, man. A lot.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So when this all is over, you plan on, I guess, getting back out there live as soon as you can?
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure, we want to get back out there and, kind of continue where we left off. Trying to promote that single, and hopefully we'll have the next one out and be able to do both, play both of them.
You think you'll be able to do a tour, or?
Well, right now it all depends on how this year ends. Like for this year, I don't think it'll happen just because of the setbacks, but it definitely it's and we want to work towards that, to get out.
Honestly, it was something that was on our schedule, and then all this happened, so it kind of set us back. But we found other ways to keep on staying connected, and then like I said, bouncing ideas back and forth until we make it songs, and still go, do what we can do with the times.
Yeah, man.
Definitely. Now, if people want to find you online, look you up, get your music, how do they do that?
Yeah, we're mostly active in Instagram. It's Instagram Parallel Motion Official, but we're everywhere. We're on Facebook, Twitter, TikTok,
YouTube, Apple, you name it.
We're everywhere.
Alexa, she can play some of our music.
So basically all over the social media.
Yes, pretty much.
Cool. Now I want to ask you guys, we're doing the band for a little bit now. Do you have any memorable experiences you can share for everybody?
Yeah. I'll share the one. It's my favorite. It's my favorite because we drove like 4 hours to play a show, and then when we headed back, it was like 4 or 5 in the morning. We went through the Ocala forest, and I had never been through the Ocala forest, so I had no idea there's like one gas station every hour. so we were like driving, and I was the one driving. They're like, I think you should stop and get some gas. I'm like, nah, we'll make it. And then, the cell phone kind of had no signal, and you know what? I think we're gonna have to get back. So we drove back 30 minutes, got gas, and then we got all the way back. It was fun, man. Everything for music, man. Anything.
It's awesome. Yeah, being on the road and traveling, there must be a bunch of stories you guys have.
Yeah, man. Super good times, but the best part of it is just getting on stage and giving it your all, and seeing that the people like what you do. That's like extra.
Yeah.
Maybe you guys can get on some festivals and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Hopefully that's what we're working towards to, and hopefully we can get there. I mean, we're gonna continue making music, and then hopefully you guys keep liking it. We keep going. It's all good, man.
Yeah, man.
Cool. Now, Nick, where do you see the band in the future? Maybe next 2-3 years. Where do you guys see the band?
Billboard.
Yeah.
I mean, I know, but like you said, festivals at minimum. Playing out there with bands that we like, bands that we listen to, and hopefully inspire the next generation. Helping doing that. Yeah.
Cool.
Yep.
And what are some of your band influences?
I mean, Lamb of God, Slayer, Megadeth, Metallica, the classics, Black Sabbath, and everything. Lately, I've been listening to a lot of newer bands, anything from I Prevail, Architects, and all that, just to listen to new sounds, North Lane, all that, just to try to get something new in my head, but still having that foundation, from the big daddies of metal and rock and roll.
Yeah, I would definitely say my biggest influences are Metallica and Korn. Even though I've gone towards more of the metal side lately. like into like the newer bands and Periphery and all these genty bands. But yeah, Korn and Metallica were like the it bands for me growing up. So yeah, I take a few from them.
All good bands. Well, it was good having you and talk with you, and everyone look them up.
Yeah.
Yeah.